Hey there, welcome back to our video. Are you intrigued by delving into the 7 intriguing behaviors narcissists exhibit when you opt to disengage from them? Well, you're in for a treat. This video will delve deeply into each of these actions, offering profound insights, so be sure to stick around till the end. Here on our channel, we provide a comprehensive toolkit for navigating encounters with narcissists, offering expert strategies to handle their unpredictability and ultimately achieve your desired outcomes. If this resonates with you, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel and enabling notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know whenever we release new content or share exciting updates. Now let's dive into the fascinating topic of the 7 typical behaviors narcissists display when you attempt to cut off contact, an approach I wholeheartedly endorse. I've personally encountered narcissists who've compelled me to employ this tactic on multiple occasions. Admittedly, it's neither a pleasant nor an effortless process. The sheer difficulty they pose can make it tempting to avoid taking this step altogether. However, safeguarding your mental and emotional well-being from their manipulative tactics is paramount. To paint a vivid picture, I often liken narcissists to pods, a concept inspired by an old movie. These pods were designed to land near individuals, assimilate their essence, and ultimately usurp their identities. I see narcissists in much the same light, stealthily infiltrating your life, stripping away your essence, and leaving you feeling suffocated. In my own encounters, it felt as though a narcissist was attempting to inhabit my very being, assuming my identity while simultaneously belittling and demeaning me. It was a profoundly disconcerting experience, evoking a sense of mental turmoil. This tumultuous state is typical when dealing with a narcissist, underscoring the importance of self-preservation. While it may seem extreme, establishing boundaries is akin to safeguarding your soul. However, before embarking on this path, it's crucial to anticipate the repercussions. So, let's explore what to expect should you opt for a period of silence and solitude. When a narcissist discovers that you've chosen to cut off communication, they may initially resort to tactics that have proven effective for them in the past. It's crucial to understand that narcissists typically navigate relationships through 3 distinct phases: love bombing, devaluation, and discard. Initially, they embark on the idealization or love bombing phase, making a grand entrance into your life and presenting themselves as the epitome of perfection. This stage aims to ensnare you, fostering the belief that they are the ideal partner or friend. Subsequently, they transition into the devaluation phase, where they gradually diminish your sense of worth, eroding your confidence and self-esteem over time. Finally, they progress to the discard phase, abruptly and callously severing ties without explanation. Upon learning of your decision to cease communication, they may attempt to reignite the love bombing phase, employing tactics such as professing past successes and highlighting previous accomplishments together. They may question your resolve, employing phrases like, "We've always overcome obstacles," or "Why are you being so stubborn?" Their aim is to charm and entice you back into their orbit, a maneuver often referred to as hoovering. This entails attempting to draw you back into the relationship, akin to the suction of a vacuum cleaner. After a period of silence, they may suddenly reach out, leaving you puzzled as to their motives. Their objective is to regain your attention and re-establish contact after your attempt to sever ties. This is the first insight you should consider if you opt to distance yourself from others. If you inform a narcissist that you no longer wish to engage with them, they might escalate their efforts to assert control over you. Their presence in your life can feel suffocating, leaving you gasping for air under their influence. They may become increasingly intrusive, showing up uninvited at your home or workplace, making it difficult to evade them as they seem to be omnipresent. Integrating themselves into your social circle, they surveil your every move, creating a sense of constant scrutiny. Their incessant calls and texts invade your privacy, demanding your time and attention. Their conversations with others may intensify, amplifying the sensation of being relentlessly pursued. Furthermore, they may resort to heightened deceitfulness, exploiting situations, projecting their own insecurities onto you, denying accountability, shifting blame, or resorting to outright falsehoods. These behaviors are characteristic of narcissists, but upon being rebuffed, they may escalate, exhibiting their typical tendencies with increased intensity. Understanding a narcissist requires recognizing that they view interactions in stark terms of either alignment or opposition. There is no middle ground. Thus, your decision to disengage may be perceived as a challenge to their authority, prompting them to employ even more manipulative tactics, bolstering their efforts to exert dominance. When you opt to distance yourself from a narcissist, the third step they typically take is to initiate triangulation. This tactic often emerges during the discard phase and serves as the starting point for a campaign of deceit. Not content with mere deception, the narcissist may escalate their efforts to exert control over the situation. They enlist their flying monkeys or allies to undermine you through triangulation. These individuals are manipulated into siding with the narcissist, usually after being fed a distorted version of events by the narcissist themselves. The narcissist may approach people within your social circles, spreading falsehoods and rumors designed to tarnish your reputation. Their objectives are manifold. First, to instill in you a sense of isolation and abandonment, leaving you feeling bereft of support. Additionally, they seek to exact punishment for your audacity in cutting ties with them. They endeavor to portray themselves as thriving in your absence, compelling you to rue your decision to sever contact. By orchestrating a campaign to turn your acquaintances against you within shared social circles, they aim to cast doubt on your sanity, stability, or even your moral character. Their ultimate goal is to sow discord and division, further isolating you from your support network. This concerted effort culminates in a comprehensive smear campaign, leveraging isolation, manipulation, and information gleaned from multiple sources. This constitutes the third tactic employed by narcissists when confronted with your decision to cease communication. If any of you have experienced similar situations, we invite you to share your stories in the comments section. Chances are, many of you can relate to this pattern of behavior. Now let's delve into the fourth reaction. This is when the narcissist's wounded pride may be triggered, leading to what we term narcissistic rage. At this stage, they aren't merely attempting to reel you back in, enhance their manipulative tactics, employ multiple strategies, or escalate their behavior. Instead, they are consumed by such intense anger that their demands and threats become even more forceful and menacing. In their fury, they may utter phrases like, "You will obey my commands," "You will return to me," or "You will face consequences." Their rage is often aimed at instilling fear and exerting dominance over you. It resembles the tantrums of a petulant child, albeit manifested by an adult. Interestingly, the narcissist may begin to unravel during this period. Their heightened anger may cause them to slip up and abandon their usual cunning tactics. This often signifies that you are drawing closer to them, and that your efforts to evade them are proving effective. What does this signify? In essence, it indicates that your strategies are beginning to take hold. However, this may also be the juncture where you feel most vulnerable and start doubting your ability to endure. Nevertheless, it's crucial to remain resolute because narcissists frequently exhibit their most egregious behavior just before conceding defeat. In another video, exploring how to rid yourself of a narcissist, I delve deeper into this concept, drawing parallels with a well-known TV series featuring Hugh Grant. The protagonist epitomizes the archetype of a malignant ego, and as his facade begins to crumble, he becomes increasingly prone to error, ultimately leading to his downfall. This brings us to the fifth behavior exhibited by a narcissist when you sever communication, the narcissistic breakdown. When narcissists find themselves under immense stress, they may experience a complete unraveling. Their facade crumbles, leaving them disoriented and unable to make sense of the world around them. This stems from their fragile sense of identity and their perception of the world as a perilous place where survival reigns supreme. Consequently, when their usual tactics fail them, they may suffer a total breakdown, exposing the vulnerabilities beneath their carefully constructed exterior. This psychological state is commonly referred to as the narcissistic breakdown. The sixth repercussion of ceasing communication with a narcissist is their quest for alternative narcissistic supply. If you adhere to your plan effectively, building up strong defenses and severing their access to all sources of narcissistic gratification, they will ultimately depart from your life. To achieve this, it's vital to display no signs of fear or submission. Narcissists thrive on such emotions, and when they realize they can no longer elicit them from you, they understand that you no longer serve their agenda. Much like scavengers, narcissists constantly seek opportunities to exploit others. Once they realize that you can offer them no more sustenance and your well has run dry, they will search for a new, self-serving source of supply. This perpetual need for validation and affirmation fuels their inflated sense of self-importance and validates their perceived worth. Thus, your primary objective should be to cut off their access to narcissistic supply. By refusing to engage with them, you deprive them of this essential nourishment, compelling them to seek it elsewhere. When they realize they can no longer exert control or manipulate you, they will be forced to move on, affording you the opportunity to heal and embark on a fresh start. Now onto the seventh reaction. They may resort to familiar tactics in an attempt to win back your affection and attention, particularly if you've maintained distance from them for a while. The narcissist might strategically resurrect behaviors or situations that once garnered your admiration or joy. This could involve revisiting old memories, revisiting meaningful locations, or even reenacting gestures or phrases that previously elicited positive responses from you. Their aim is to evoke nostalgia and prompt you to reminisce about the pleasant times shared, thereby sowing seeds of doubt regarding your decision to distance yourself from them. They possess an intimate understanding of your vulnerabilities and are adept at exploiting them to regain control over you. To execute this strategy effectively, they rely on their knowledge of your preferences, dislikes, triggers, and deepest insecurities. They might attempt to emulate the person you initially fell for, concealing their negative traits behind a charming and amiable facade. However, this situation could also serve as an opportunity for you to fortify yourself further and distance yourself from their detrimental influence. If they resort to such tactics, it's a blatant indication of their desire to regain control over you. It's paramount for you to remain vigilant and cautious at this juncture. Recall the reasons why you opted not to reach out to them initially. Their behavior poses a direct threat to your mental well-being and autonomy, even if it appears innocuous or comforting initially. In the seventh maneuver, they endeavor to destabilize you and lure you back into a toxic relationship by resurrecting past behaviors and exploiting your emotional vulnerabilities. And that's a wrap. If you found value in this content, please click the like button and consider sharing this video. Your feedback is invaluable to me, and if you haven't already, Be sure to subscribe to my channel and activate the notification bell to stay updated on future uploads. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, each day presents a fresh opportunity to sculpt your ideal life. Until next time, take care and stay empowered. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for your ongoing support and for returning to join us once again. Today, I have an exciting revelation to share with you. I'm about to unveil 10 ingenious strategies that empaths can employ to send those garden variety, destructive narcissists spiraling off the edge. But before we plunge into the thrilling details, let me clarify that the insights I'm about to divulge are specifically tailored for individuals ensnared in abusive and traumatic encounters with emotional manipulators. It's crucial to understand that if you're dealing with individuals who pose a genuine threat to your safety or that of your loved ones, swift action is imperative. Reach out to local authorities or trusted medical professionals immediately. Never jeopardize yourself or your loved ones in hazardous situations, no matter the circumstances. Now that we've covered this vital reminder, let's delve into the heart of the matter. Brace yourself to uncover the tactics that will leave your narcissistic counterpart reeling. Make sure to jot down notes as I vividly outline each intriguing maneuver. But hold on just a moment. Before we proceed with these cunning strategies, be sure to hit that subscribe button and enable notifications to ensure you don't miss our weekly servings of enlightening wisdom. Now let's embark on our exploration of the first potent strategy. 1. Dance in the rain of indifference. Narcissists thrive on chaos, drama, and intensity, seeing their victims as emotional punching bags to unload their buried self-loathing and guilt. But what if you refuse to join their theatrical performance? What if, instead of being swept away by their verbal assaults, criticisms, or projections, you respond with serene detachment? Ah, you've guessed it. They'll teeter on the brink of insanity. Denied their emotional dumping ground, they're left floundering, unable to unload their toxic baggage onto you. By stepping back from their twisted games, you become an immovable fortress. The narcissist finds themselves powerless, unable to puppeteer your emotions. And that, my dear friends, is a triumph in itself. 2. Apathy, the magic elixir. Ever encountered someone so enraptured by their self-created dramas that you felt an overwhelming urge to snap them back to reality? Well, that's the world of a narcissist. They crave attention, power, and control, using manipulative tricks to warp your perception. But what if you revealed their theatrics mean nothing to you? What if you showcased their delusions hold zero sway over your thoughts, feelings, and actions? Picture the bewilderment on their faces as they grasp their insignificance in your life. Envision their frustration as their attempts to manipulate you dissolve into nothingness. As you focus on living your life, filled with productivity, joy, and tending to your own affairs, they'll be left dumbfounded. Their influence over you evaporates when you show their theatrics hold no power over you. So, demonstrate their dramas hold no sway, watch them crumble, and revel in their frustration. 3. Unmask them on the grand stage. Narcissists are masters of manipulation, adept at weaving webs of deception to bolster their image and conceal their shortcomings. But what if you were to unveil their true selves in front of an audience? What if you were to shine a spotlight on their lies, exaggerations, or inadequacies, laying bare their true essence for all to witness? Imagine the panic in their eyes as you pose a direct question they can't sidestep without revealing their true colors. Envision their frustration as you expose their flaws or errors in a public forum. By doing so, you strip away their facade of power and reveal the raw truth beneath. They can no longer manipulate you or others, as their authentic nature stands exposed for all to see. Don't hesitate to confront them publicly, unveiling their true identities and making it clear that you refuse to tolerate their deceit and manipulation. 4. Nullify their emotions and narratives. But what if you refuse to buy into their web of lies? What if you reject their attempts to manipulate you with tales of woe? By invalidating their emotions and narratives, you declare, "I see through your charade." It becomes evident that you won't be swayed by their deceit, as their masks no longer obscure the truth. But how can you achieve this? The next time you catch a narcissist spreading gossip or defaming someone, question their version of events and stand up for the truth. Refuse to indulge their fabrications, leaving them disoriented as you refuse to play along with their manipulative schemes. 5. Reflect their contempt. Imagine flipping the script and reflecting back the same contempt and disdain they shower upon you. What if you made them feel insignificant and small? Expressing contempt and disdain towards narcissists can be a powerful way to reclaim your autonomy. By treating them as they treat you, you assert that you refuse to be bullied, judged, or criticized by them any longer. How can you achieve this? Start by refusing to let them dominate conversations. Don't allow them to belittle or undermine you. Stand your ground and assert yourself. Make it abundantly clear that you won't tolerate their narcissistic behavior, showing that you're impervious to their attempts at intimidation. 6. Laugh it off. What if you simply chuckled or responded with a dismissive, "You can't be serious" look? Responding to narcissists with amusement or skepticism can be a potent way to disarm them. By refusing to take them seriously, you deny them the attention and validation they crave. This sends a clear message that their grandiose tales and dramatic performances don't impress you. But be prepared for what follows when you employ this tactic. As their exaggerations escalate, they may become increasingly agitated. 7. Speak unfiltered truth. Picture this. What if you boldly confronted narcissists with unfiltered honesty? What if you fearlessly voiced the truths they desperately need to hear, regardless of whether it aligns with their desires? Unleashing raw honesty can be a potent weapon against narcissists. When you deliver a blunt assessment of their behavior, they might unravel. It's a shock to their system, accustomed as they are to manipulating the truth to fit their narrative. Summon your courage and say what others shy away from. Watch as they struggle to reconcile the harsh reality of their actions with their carefully crafted self-image. 8. See beyond the mask. Consider this. What if you saw right through their facade? What if you glimpsed their inherent fragility, inadequacy, and insecurity? Penetrating their facade can be a game changer. When they realize that you see through their mask and recognize the fragility of their false persona, their charade crumbles. They know you've uncovered their secret, and they can no longer maintain their illusion of invincibility. 9. Embrace the power of silence. Imagine this. What if you wielded silence as your shield against the narcissist's onslaught? By withholding your attention, you starve their insatiable hunger for validation and control. This simple act of silence can send shockwaves through their manipulative web, leaving them grasping for the attention they so desperately crave. Sure, it's not always easy to remain silent in the face of their antics, but the payoff is worth it. Embracing silence empowers you to sidestep their manipulative traps and reclaim your inner peace. So, stand firm in your silence and watch as their influence dwindles into insignificance. 10. Walk away and set yourself free. Picture this. Making the choice to walk away from the narcissist's toxicity and severing all ties, both physical and emotional. It's a declaration that their presence in your life is no longer welcome, and you refuse to be held captive by their manipulative games any longer. It's about reclaiming your power and saying, "You are irrelevant to me now." Granted, walking away is no easy feat, but it's essential for your own well-being. Trust me when I say that it's not just possible, it's necessary. So take that step forward, cut the ties that bind you, and embrace the freedom that comes with letting go. I hope this video has shed light on valuable insights for you. If it has, show your support by liking and leaving a comment below. And for those new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for more enlightening content. If you're eager to delve deeper, check out the link in the description for access to my free course and other exclusive benefits. Remember, you are worthy of a life freed from manipulation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.